So yeah, this is interesting. So yeah, this is interesting, and I had to re-record because my microphone wasn't really working. And I did say story. Technically, it isn't really a story. This is a person's life, but I like it because it's basically making it aware. So obviously, I don't have Tourette's, um, but I have through some things, which most of them probably being negative portrayals until this one of Tourette's. I do know somewhat of the idea. Obviously, one of the things I have known about it, and I do know it's not a good interpretation, is basically the South Park episode of Tourette's, which I know is not meant to be a good interpretation. Is Cartman being a horrible person and using an excuse? But I liked how this is a story of someone showing people like, yeah, this is what it is. This is what it's like with. And when you see it, when you look at someone, it looks like they, having something they cannot control, which kind of makes sense because that is what's happening. So yeah, this is really interesting for that reason, and I think it's really good. The one thing which I am somewhat including as spoilers because it is one of the things that's happened recently is the BAFTAs, and I don't really pay attention to the BAFTAs. I know a couple of things are getting thrown out, even things that I've sort of watched or am going to review that I know are going to be there. I know the other one is a thing with Hamlet is being thrown around with the Oscar coming out. And I'm like, okay, that I think is like that idea I think is good. I Swear is also got thrown around for a couple of like best actor and upcoming actor. And when I say I think he did deserve it, I really think he does. Because you sense both of like a person, because like with acting, you'll have to act with certain phrases. And the way that he does ticks, because obviously they're meant to be like sporadic throughout his performance, you can truly feel how uncontrollable they are. Which is the whole thing with the message is like, you don't choose this. And I think that's a really interesting sort of like showing with this actor. It's so fun, it's so interesting. And definitely near the beginning where he's trying to control it and he can't, you sort of like you can see the actor going through that pain and it looks horrible. Horrible as in it's good for the film. It just looks horrible. It looks like this is tragic. And it's so interesting. And yeah. I do think this is an interesting watch. Definitely if you want to learn more about Tourette's, or more specifically, how it can impact your life or the lives of others. And it's really interesting. And how learning about certain things, definitely with stuff like Tourette's, but I would also include things like DDD and sometimes some other disorders, which is hard to live with. Sometimes those learning about it allows you to know what other people are going through. Obviously, this is the one about Tourette's, but I just wanted to throw out other ones. And I definitely think learning definitely helps understand what people are going through. And yeah, season 7 of Ryan Trahand is next. But yeah, I hope you enjoy. I hope you like this video. And yeah, good night.